Around the change of the seasons, I often think of how our life is made up of all these different rhythms and cycles, and how it's always changing, but how it's also always the same. This is something I really, really love about the way we are and the way our world works. It's like every year we have spring and summer and fall and winter. And every year those are the same. But at the beginning of every season, it feels new and it feels fresh. And it feeds your spirit. You're looking forward to the changes. You're noticing in spring. Spring tends to be the most hopeful of the four, I find, because the snow is melting. You go outside, you can feel the warm air on your skin, and the rain is refreshing everything, washing away all the dust. The flowers are going to start picking up soon. I love that I live in a place where there are so many spring flowers, early spring flowers, so many. And it reminds you that there's a new, like a fresh start every day. Every spring, we get a new start. Every morning, we get a new start, you know. And it's such a nice way. You don't have to hold on and be tight and persevere always at the same steady state. You can work hard and then you can exhale and you can rest and you can start again. And I love, love, love thinking about the world like that. Even every morning, like every morning I have coffee. And yet when I wake up, it's such a joy. It feels fresh and new. The whole day feels new. And that first sip of coffee feels new and delicious and fresh because it is fresh. And I guess I just had the past couple of years have developed a deep appreciation for this structure and how rest and these fresh starts are incorporated naturally into the world that we live in. It's so nice. There's so many of them when you think about it. You have every day, and you have every season, and you have every new year. Today or yesterday was one of the first really warm days when you go outside and you know that winter's over. And winter had its joys and its icy, crisp beauty, but it also is a time of being inside and being close and cozy. And so now everyone is coming out and you can feel people coming out of themselves and you can see them physically coming out of their homes. And it's so nice. I find myself always trying to imitate this structure that the natural world already has in place. So we have the new seasons and the new days. I'm always in different ways and different times mimicking that in my life. Like, when is the time to push and work hard and when is the time to rest? And I find that I really thrive on patterns. And that if I am just left to do whatever I want in the moment, I often waste a lot of time and don't do any of the things that I love doing. But in the morning, I wake up and then I read. And then I go and do work. And then at night, I stop and I rest. And usually read again. You know, you have those little, those activities built into your day that mirror that structure. And when I'm not paying attention to that structure, so when I stay up too late, on my phone, or when I don't get enough sleep, or when I put aside the things that I love to do and that I know feed my soul for activities that are cheap. I feel it in every part of me. Like, I feel it takes away the energy, because it usually eats into my rest. And I don't get fed up. So when I am awake, I don't get fed with the same level of nutrients. Maybe that's one of the reasons that spring always feels so good, because when you listen to those things and you've been resting all winter, and then you feel like your whole body feels alive the moment you get those warm winds and the snow is melting. And then you can do all those things. You can try all the new recipes and read so many books. And actually, specifically about reading, I'm finding this match of energy very stimulating, and I'm actually finding it hard to incorporate some of my slower rhythms that I normally love. So some of it's great, and I cleaned the whole house yesterday. I've been baking bread like no one's business. I've been thinking of so many fun things to film, and I've been seeing so many friends. But I've been finding it hard to still my mind, because there's so much activity around me. And at first, I was getting really frustrated with myself, because I know that part of it is just bad habits. I was choosing to do other things instead, things that I don't value as much. And so at first I was frustrated, but then I was thinking that maybe this is also part of that natural rhythm where I'm busy and I'm feeling I want to move a lot. And so maybe reading can slow down a little, at least for the first couple weeks when you're taking those first few breaths. Because I want to get up and do all these things around my house and open all my windows and dust everything and plant flowers and talk to people. And I know from experience that I will very quickly ease back into my wild reading. But this month has been all of a sudden very slow in reading. And I'm finding that very interesting, because usually I have more energy and I would think that would mean more reading. But it's translating as more movement this month and less time sitting and reading. But I am not being hard on myself. I do keep looking out the window. It's very rainy today, but it's very bright and nice. And today I'm feeling, I don't know, the rain really is confusing me, because part of me is feeling full of energy, but then part of me is like almost asleep. I do think after this chat, I do want to go read a book. So I think I might do that. I'm heading on a trip tomorrow, so I'm also finding it hard to relax a little bit for that. I just want to get all my things done on my to-do list. But I think it'd be a good exercise for me to calm my mind a little bit. I'm feeling a little antsy. Well, thank you for listening. Some thoughts I had. And I hope you have a really lovely day. I hope that you are feeling the change of the seasons in a powerful way, and that it is energizing you and giving you a fresh start. I'm thinking of the smell, what it smells like outside right now. You know that spring smell? When everything's melting, kind of mildewy. I hope your day smells like that. Have a good day.